Hey, Shalom. First, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David. Let's get into this. This is gonna be like a Lambback to the live stream we just completed. Just because I started to become, distorted at the end. Satan working, them demons working, try to hinder the truth, but So I'm gonna get a few precepts, showing you that there will be slavery in the kingdom of heaven. There will be slavery in the kingdom of heaven. So I'm just gonna be going over a couple of precepts, scriptures that we already gotten, but just to make just to clear up for myself and make a point. All right. This is first we're gonna start with Psalms 2. Let's get verse 7. This is Psalm chapter 2, verse 7. I will declare the decree the Lord in all caps is Yahweh, have said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. This is Yahweh talking to Yahweh Shai. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathens for thine inheritance, and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possessions. Now, if you possess the earth, and the heathens are your inheritance, what does that mean? You have rulership and domain over the earth. Over the earth. If you have somebody in your possession, what does that mean? If I say that person's my possession, you say, wait, that person's your slave? Yes, that person is his slave. And this is the promise, and this is what the promise that Yahweh gave to Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai will make his men, make his men his people inheritance or joint heirs, and joint heirs. And you become joint heirs, what? Yahweh. If you become joint heirs, this is you will be partaking in what was just said. The uttermost parts, you have pieces, you have parts of the uttermost parts of the earth, and where you will have heathens for thine inheritance. You probably saying, "Hello, this is in Psalm. This is Old Testament. We're gonna get it in New. We're gonna get it in New. Listen what the scripture says. This is Revelations, chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. You see, the saints have faith in this. Hope. They hoping that this happen. And who went and got the who went and got the so-called Negro from another land and brought them to a strange land and made them bondmen and bondwomen. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. The other nations, they took part of it. They took part in it. They profit off of our sufferings. They profit off of our low estate. So what? That makes them guilty. That makes them guilty alongside Esau, Edom. So they will partake in his punishment. They'll partake in his punishment. So none of these nations, other nations, has gotten away with it. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore all they that devour thee, you hear that, all they that devour thee, them dogs licking on Lazarus' wounds, them heathen nations, all they that devour thee, what you got Ammon, you got all them dot heads, you got all the rest of these people, all the rest of the nation who are profiting off of you. They set up stores in your neighborhoods. There's barely a Jake with a store he owns up in your neighborhood. Is that it's gonna be Ammon, Ishmael, or dot heads. It's gonna be one of the other nations. See, that Esau, Edom brought you over here, and these other nations they devour you. Them dogs licking your sores. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them. You can just go into how these other nations think of you. You have some that be like, hey, yeah, the black man cool, but nah, the majority of them, once you get into their culture, you start to see, you start to understand more and more. And every one of them shall go into captivity. Every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. You know, you see, they preyed upon us. You know, you just start looking into how the so-called black man is treated in these other nations. You can't go in these other nations and be elevated. Nah. They once you go into these other nations, you understand they have a white man worship on their mind. The lighter your skin, the better you are. In all these other nations, from them dot heads to Ammon, from Ammon and Moab, from Ishmael, they have this mindset. So wherever you go, you gonna always be at the bottom. You know, this is Amos. Oops, this is Amos, chapter 1. Starting at verse 11. Listen. Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear prudently, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send fire upon Teman. Teman is another family of the Edomites. Teman, which shall devour the palace of Bozrah. And when you hear Bozrah, what you think? What you think? Yahweh shall coming at that scripture that talk about Yahweh shall coming at to stump them. Stump them. He had red garments of Bozrah. That's when Yahweh shall, it's a similar to Yahweh shall blooding himself with the families of Edom. You know, verse 13. Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon, and 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Ammon. Them Japanese, you got Moab, the Chinese. You see none of these people getting away. And for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have ripped up the women with child in Gilead, that they might enlarge their borders. I will kindle a fire in the wall of Rabbah, and it shall devour the palace thereof with shouting in the day of battle, with the tempest in the day of the whirlwind. That's talking about the nuclear destructions. And that day, what is called, say that day of battle, with a tempest in the day of a whirlwind. You know, that complete destruction that's gonna come with that thermonuclear fire and fire from the chariots of the Lord. And their king shall go into captivity, he and his princes together, said the Lord. You see, these people, are going into captivity. These people are going into captivity. There will be slavery in the kingdom of heaven. You know? So I hope I was able to get my point across, you know? So, with that, I hope you was edified. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, peace and blessings to the whole elect, the house of David. Until next time, Yahweh willing, Shalom.